Good morning. This is Cheryl from Porch Talk. I just wanted to say good morning. I hope that you all had a restful evening. And today, I know my hair is down. It looks a little different than how I normally look, but I sleep with my hair up, so I normally don't put my hair down. But I have an appointment today, so I thought I would wear my hair down today, right? Just for a different look. But I wanted to, and excuse me if I'm looking out of the camera. I am reading some notes that I took, so please excuse that. But I always want to start with an inspiring thought, and that is today I choose to be happy. So you can choose to be happy every day, no matter what's going on, no matter what your challenges are. You can always choose to be happy and be positive and move in the right direction. And of course, one of my favorites is I am free to make my own choices. Super important. And then let all you do be done in love. This is such a good saying all around. Um, and you're amazing. Yes, you are. We're all amazing. But I wanted to do a talk today on beginning your day with intention. When you open your eyes in the morning, know that you're still in the race. You're still here. Still have a chance to do the things that you want to do. Mornings matter so much because we choose who we are and what direction we're going to go. Now you can make a choice to rise and be stronger and and more determined, and also whether you're going to live in the past, whether you're going to feed off your fears of yesterday. It says here, it's very good. It says, will you rise and be stronger and more determined, or will you rise and let your regrets of what happened yesterday fuel you today? So, I mean, we all do things and things that we regret, or we say things, or, you know, all of that. And you have to understand, if you do your review at night and you're saying, what did I learn from today? How could I have done that better? Or what could I have changed? And then flip the page to your new page, your new journal, your new canvas, and begin to paint your picture for tomorrow. It says every mistake, it says you can let your mistakes be your teacher and push you to be stronger. Or you can, hold on a second, or it says every mistake and failure is a push to become wiser, and the morning is a chance to decide to leave it all behind and start a fresh day. Super important. And you'll have to excuse me, I am looking at my notes, and I have a weird setup on this table, but I'm trying to make it work for right now. And it's a beautiful overcast day, so I don't have the sun getting ready to come up and blind me, which is good. And it said if you don't get up and build your dreams, you're going to help somebody else build theirs. They will happily hire you to build their dreams. It says choose your teachers wisely. Choose who you listen to. If they're not living the life that you desire, then reconsider their opinions or their advice. So it says, I will, and say this to yourself every morning, I will rise stronger than I was yesterday. And so just some things that you can do to help you, get there. Number one is to realize that you can do hard things. If something happened to you yesterday and it was hard, just know that you can deal with that and you can get past it, that it doesn't have to make who you are or what happens today. But it says, so I will rise stronger every morning. And then one tip or trick is life waits for no one. There is no pause, and it does not wait until you are ready. It doesn't knock twice. Someday may never come again. It says the world doesn't slow for any of your hesitation or your heartbreak. And time is a precious resource that we can never reclaim again. Not even, we don't own tomorrow. We don't even own the next hour that we're here. We only own now. It says begin with purpose, choose to be a participant, or you can choose to be a participant in life, or you can be a bystander. It says never let a morning go to waste. I will not wait for life. I will rise with it. So just know that each new day is just a way to, get up, and it's a reset. It's a way that you can reset, on the direction that you want your life to go in. And I'm reading through my cards just to, okay. So, and it says a good one is my challenges help me to grow. So the challenges that you had from yesterday, if they spill over in today, you have to look them as a lesson. So people can look at it as failure, but I equate failure with opportunity and lesson. And it just, it advances you forward. It doesn't allow you to stand in the quicksand of yesterday. So the next point that I want to make is taking care of yourself first. This is so important because you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you're empty and you're depleted and you're not getting a sleep, you're not taking care of your physical needs or your mental needs or your spiritual needs, sooner or later you're going to have a deficit. That is just going to happen. And another point is you can't support your dreams, you can't support your family or what your potential is if you're depleted or you're weak or you're exhausted. And so success is about working smart, not working hard. Respect your body, respect your mind, your health, and your spirit. Good food, movement, rest, get the proper sleep. These together form a strong foundation of greatness. Yes, it's very, very true. It says, if you begin with chaos, rushing, the news, opening your phone, you just are grinding forward in life, you are opening the door to chaos. And chaos will grind you down. It sure will. And just remember that, I'm going to have to read this one. I will not waste a single day of my life. Today is the only today there will ever be. So important that you keep that in focus. And it says, let me see. Order, staying hydrated, exercise, prayer, gratefulness. It will set the foundation for a great day, a great life. It says many ignore this because they feel it is selfish. It's selfish to take care of yourself. Taking care of yourself is the most responsible thing you can do. You don't wait. I'm sorry. I'm like, my camera is blocking, and it says don't. Hold on a second. I lost my place. Give me 1 second. It says protect your body, your mind, and your soul each and every day, and you'll reap the rewards. It says taking care of yourself is the most responsible thing to do. It says don't wait for a crisis. Do it now. Keep up with the flow or get crushed by it. So, number 3 tip is don't regret. Don't live in regret. Learn and move forward. Um, I'm sorry. Sorry. Can't read my own writing. That's pretty bad, right? It says, turn your regret into fuel. It said, learn and move forward. Don't suffer in your imagination, creating pain out of what no longer exists. Today's a new day. It sure is. Don't ask why things happen. Ask, what have I learned from those things? Heartbreak equals wisdom. Every wasted year is a teacher, becomes a teacher to keep you from wasting the next. Regret can blind you. Sorry, there's a hair on my lip. Regret can blind you by what could have been. What could have been. And what could have been, what happened, instead of seeing what's right in front of you now. Now is all we have. We don't have tomorrow. We don't have next hour. Yesterday is gone. We have to live in the now. Be present. Live in the now. It says love this right here. Staring in the rearview mirror while driving guarantees that you'll crash. It is inevitable. So if you're only paying attention to the things that happen to you, the things that you regret, the things, that you wish you hadn't done, and you're not keeping your eyes on today and on now, keeping your eyes, it says, on what's behind you, let your future pass you right by. You don't want to do that. You want to, look forward to the next day, and, because with every day there comes new hope and new love and new joy. And if you give that all away because you're stressed out about yesterday or your past, you are just letting your life just roll right by you and roll over you in a certain way. And pardon me. It says, accept what has happened in the past. Realize that we are humans. We are not perfect. Nobody avoids mistakes. We all make mistakes. But will you rise above them? Will you repeat them? The choice is yours alone. You can live there, or it says progress is the remedy to move past regret. Say this in the morning or any time of day. Thank you for the lesson, and move forward. Don't steep in regret. I am not my past. I learn, I grow, and I move forward. That's what life is all about. It's all about that. Let me see if I thought I had a card on that. But it says, well, I am going to, I like this one too. I'm going to forgive myself and free myself. If you hold yourself in the regrets of the past, you keep yourself in a prison. And that keeping yourself in that prison and in that box, it doesn't allow the light to come through. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. I always get the hiccups. It keeps yourself in a box. It doesn't allow your light to shine. It doesn't allow any light to get in. So you're in a form of stagnation when you do that. So you just want to make sure that you are dealing with things appropriately as they come up. And, I've had to do it. I have a friend doing it right now. I have several friends that are brave enough to do that. And you have to remember that you're capable, strong, and you're resilient. You can bounce back from anything that has happened in life. You just have to do it. And, sometimes it says always do what you're afraid to do. Sometimes we're afraid to review because there's so much pain and so much agony in our past. But if you don't, when you're my age, I'm 65, when you're my age, then you're retired and you have a lot of time on your hands, which I really don't. I stay busy all the time. But for those, you have more time to sit and think about either what direction your life is going, or are you going to stew about what coulda, shoulda, woulda been, or you're going to create a bright future and great possibilities. I still have many years left in me. I'm still, for 65, I'm very young. I'm very healthy, but I've worked on those things. Those things are important. And I realized this when my health started sliding downhill, and I did not want to I didn't want to have my children take care of me. And I sure didn't want to live in the boat of regret, because I didn't take care of myself. That is my responsibility. It's not my children's responsibility. It's nobody's responsibility except for mine. So I grabbed the bull by the horns. I got on peptides. I lost 144 pounds. I work out. I eat organic. I'm in much better shape mentally, physically, spiritually, because I'm so grateful that I did it, that I did the hard thing. I did the thing that I was afraid to. And now I am a force of nature. I hope that in my success and my ability from going from 296 pounds, and I lost 144 pounds, and I still have a little bit more to go, but that I can inspire people that it's never too late to change. It's never too late to move forward. And the next point that I want to touch on is building your dreams. If you don't build your dreams, you're going to get hired to build somebody else's. You will be chasing their deadlines. You won't be chasing your vision. And let me see. Oh, a man's worth is worth no more than his own ambitions. Mornings are a time to plant seeds for the future of what will be, or it can be a time to grind for somebody else's vision. So I take the time to do this. And I take the time to do this because I want to share everything that I've learned in life. But it's my passion. It is my passion to help people be able to move past the things that happen, and the regret and the sorrow that you feel, and to be able to say, I can do it. I'm a perfect example of I can do it. And pages are flipping. The wind is getting a little windy. Gorgeous morning though. Gorgeous morning. And when I set my mind to something, I'm absolutely unstoppable. And I choose, and I decided, I've worked for people most of my life, and I've had businesses, but I decided that it was time for me to grind for my own dream and my own hopes. And so the things, oh, hold on a second. Oh, here I am. I'm sorry, I lost my place. So it's a good time for you to ask in the morning, whose dream am I building? Am I dreaming, or am I building mine, or am I building somebody else's? So I chose to get myself in shape and to start chasing my dream. And I have several businesses. I make jewelry, of course you know this. I make these gorgeous necklaces, and I make the chain, and I make that. I have several of them. I know I go over this every time, but I want to be able to provide these to people. So here's a gorgeous one, absolutely lovely. You can't, the sun, the reflection doesn't do it justice, but it's a very light pink, but it is actually, when you look at it, it is the colors of sunset or sunrise. This morning I saw the most beautiful sunrise, gorgeous. The sky was, that beautiful amber, just lovely. But that's what it reminded me of. And the chain, I make the chain, I'm gonna beat it. This is called a safety pin chain. it looks kind of like a safety pin if you look at it. And then I made this one too, and this is more of a pinky corally type one, and I did it in silver. So I can make these in any colors, and I am right now working on building up a stock to sell, but I sell the earrings that match, and I sell a lot of jewelry, but that's one of my business. And I sell the peptides that I use to help me lose weight, and also many other well-being peptides, and just peptides for everything. You know, they're just wonderful. And so I'm very inspired by, you know, my dreams, and hopefully, you know, by all the things, because I have a passion for it. But it says inspires other by doing what inspires you. So that is my goal. I hope that my enthusiasm and my inspiration for, you know, just the joy of the things that I get to do inspire you to take a chance to examine chasing your own dream. I mean, that's, you know, it's a wonderful thing. And another thing about starting your dream. So you don't go out and say, oh, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Because as soon as you open your mouth, that one person is going to say, what? You think you're going to be able to do that? You think you can start a YouTube channel and be successful? I want you to know that so far I have done this for 3 weeks, and it is successful. And I knew it would be, because I shoot straight from the heart. And there's a lot of people my age that are struggling to find their balance. There's a lot of young people that are struggling to find their balance in this world, and that's what I want to do. And I want to ask you for your support. If you could please like, share, comment, and subscribe. That helps my channel. I am very close to getting monetized. I have all the views, I have all of the hours that I need to watch. I just don't have the subscriptions. So if you could please, if you like my content and you find it useful, share it with somebody, and also subscribe. Come to my channel, the Porch Talk, and watch my other videos. They're all very good. I think they are, not just because I made them, but they touch on topics that everybody can use every day. When you're struggling, you need a little boost, go for it. Go look at it. But I would love to see you more on Face Talk. But please subscribe, comment, share, and like, okay? It helps me. I'm a new channel, so it really does help me. So like I say, then you want to, if you decide, hey, I'm going to go for it, and I'm gonna do it, and you know, just go for it and go for my dreams. You want to make sure that you really think about what you want to do first. You get a game plan going, and you actually get that going under the way before you share it with anybody, because people are going to shoot you down. Believe me, they will. People don't, I hate to say it, there's people even in your family that will discourage you, that'll poo-poo what you're doing, that'll make you, and what it does is it takes away that excitement about, you know, starting a new project and doing your dreams. You're like, well, you know, maybe I can't do that. And you know, and it starts putting doubt in your mind. But you gotta stay focused on what you can do, not what you can't do, because people are going to tell you, you can't do this, you can't do that. But you have to remember, when you grow as a person, when you grow, usually you're moving upwards, right? It makes the people that were on your level before, it makes them look at their life and go, so where does that leave me? And you actually grow away from these people. People don't like that, because it makes them reflect on themselves. And a lot of people don't want to do that. They're perfectly happy staying where they're at, which is fine. But see, that's not me. That is not who I am. But it makes people see what they haven't chased, and their own dreams that they haven't implemented, and it makes them feel stagnated. So don't invite doubt, envy, and sabotage into your life by exposing your dreams too soon. So yes, after you get some time under your belt and you start seeing that there's going to be success, yeah, share that with people, but don't shout it from the rooftops before you start, because those people are going to be the first people that go, what, are you joking? You're going to waste your time on that? They really will. And and don't ask for the opinions of other people, because unless those people are on the path of chasing their dreams and doing the same, are on the same mindset and headspace that you're at, they're going to give you ill advice. It says the more time that you seek approval, the less free time you, are. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, that doesn't make any sense. It says silence frees you and allows you to work on what you need to do to move forward. Focus on progress instead of applause. Because you're not going to find many people that say, yeah, go for it, do it. They're going to go, whoa, 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 whoa. It's just like when you say you're going to be an artist. I'm an artist too. People are like, what? You think you're going to make a living at it? And honestly, truthfully, it's very hard to make it as an artist. I've been an artist for, all my life. I've been a painter. I've been a sculptor. I make jewelry. I write. I do all kind of things. But I found that when I've shared those things with people, they don't back me. Even now, even though I've got some good numbers going with this porch talk, I still have people that go, well, you're just new, that's going to stop. No, it's not, because I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I know people need to hear what I say. I know that I have so much to offer. Even though I'm 65 and the society says, you're old and you're done, your freshness date's gone, and we don't want to listen to you. They do. People do. The results of what's going on, with my channel, it shows me that people want to hear it. So it says, greatness doesn't need a trumpet. It announces itself with results. It says, flaunting your victories attracts envy and negativity. Sometimes it will attract a predator who's only looking to take advantage of your success. Be super careful. It says stay hungry and keep building, protect your energy, and be intentional on what you're doing. Really think about things. Because success is just building, and it's being consistent. It's getting up every morning. I get up every morning at 5 o'clock, and I start reading, and I start writing, and I start getting out, because I don't plan these talks that I just turn the camera on. I make notes because I've been listening to things, and then I said, okay, this is a good subject, this is what I want to talk about. So some things for you to say is, I will protect my dreams in silence and let my results make the noise. And another tip number 6 is listen only to the right people. If you take advice from somebody who's not moving forward in success, they're not going to give you accurate information. If you need, for instance, advice on relationships, and you're talking to somebody who's had nothing but failure in relationship, sure, they can give you their experiences and maybe pitfalls not to fall into, but is that the person that you want to get advice from? I don't think so. You have to listen to the right people who are living the life that you want, people that you admire, people you see moving forward, not people who will share a point of misery with you, because then they drag you back down to seat them next to you so you don't grow. Don't let people do that to you. And it says the opinion of 1,000 men is of no value if none of them know what you're talking about. They don't know anything about the subject. And it says filter your circle. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. That is true. I've found that to be very true. There's so many people that I love, but they live in in a rut. They live in this. They walk the same path every day. They're not willing to take risks. They're not willing to grow. And you hear, I hate to say this, but you hear the same blah, blah, blah story over and over again. And I just want to say, why are you letting yourself be stuck? But you know what? I'm not here to judge anybody. I did that. I stayed in mistake zone for a long, long time, but it's because I was a hard learner. I was, as my friend says, I had to learn the hard way. I had to put my hand on the stove twice just to make sure it was hot. Some people, they make a mistake, they learn it, they move on. Oh, but not me, not me. So I judge not, but people can make a choice to move forward. But you have to silence the wrong voices in your life, and it is as important as amplifying the right ones. So I listen to a lot of stoicism. I listen to a lot of knowledge-based things that just help build me up and keep me going in the right direction. But I tune out the negativity of the world. I tune out the news. I tune out starting my day in chaos, because once you breed chaos, you open that and it will devour your day. It will devour your soul. It will devour your happiness. And then it's just an ugly day. Then when you get home, you have to work doubly hard just to relax. You may turn to alcohol. You may, do whatever. Watch a series. TV is so mindless. Instead of spending some time to, some introspection, you sit down, pop a beer or a glass of wine, and you're watching TV all night long. You never even reflect on, wow, let me reflect on my day and see what's going on. Maybe take some time to journal. Maybe, at some point, face the day and say, this is what happened, this is, where I'm at, and this is what we're going to do to make it better. But something you can say to yourself is, I will only listen to the voices that lead me in the direction of the life that I want. So make sure that you listen to successful people. Make sure that you surround yourself with successful people. Make sure that you are not in a group of naysayers or people that don't believe in you. If you don't have people around you that believe in you, there's so much on the internet about things that you can do and people that can help you. They can give you the information so that you can move forward. Super important, I think. And the last point is life rewards consistency, not excuses. So if you say, oh, I don't want to work out today, do that once, you do it twice, you do it whatever, before you know it, that reward that you were looking for, it doesn't happen because you weren't consistent meeting the what it took to get there. Just like with me, I get up every morning, 5:30, like clockwork.